everybody, I'm Gray Drake from Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 4 season finale, but I'm not by myself. From our Wikia community, I would like to introduce the fan, Mr. Carson P. Say hi.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so it's all nice and fun and games now, but we are here to disagree. We're here to discuss this episode, which, by the way, I want to point out. In the Season 4 finale, the Walking Dead folks have made sure that we all understand that just because it's the zombie apocalypse does not mean that you should stop paying attention to people's outfits. Very important survival tactic. Thank you, Rick, for putting a really fine point on fashion in this episode. So we're going to go back and forth about what we liked and what we didn't like. And there's one important thing. This guy. Whenever one of us puts it up, the other one has to be quiet for 30 seconds. You understand?
I got it.
All right, you're as sharp as a tack, my friend. So let's get this started. Carson P., what did you like about the season finale of The Walking Dead?
My absolute favorite scene was Rick really becoming the leader and the person that he's going to be, I hope, throughout the rest of this series. When Carl was in dire straits, and he just would do anything and hurt anyone to keep the people that he loves safe. And I just think that's just the best part, because we're no more Farmer Rick.
Farmer Rick is the worst. And actually, you and I totally agree on this point, because I have been sitting through what I thought was a really strong season character-wise. We're going back to their technique that they used on the farm, that whole season where nothing happened. But this is all about character development. And unfortunately, what they've done with Rick is made him really lame. The dude that writes for the AV Club about The Walking Dead, his name is Zach Hanlon, and he says Walking Dead is better when it embraces pulpiness. And that's what they did in this episode. I totally agree with you that when Rick looks at people and says they have no idea who they're screwing with, we cheer. Like, yes! So I agree that was the best thing about this episode.
Cool.
What do you think was the worst thing?
I think we're all kind of thinking that Terminus is this kind of like cannibal outpost, and I just don't know if I can fully get behind that. Like a whole group of 30 people all deciding that it's okay to eat each other, which is just, I don't know. But I like the way they did it. I like the old Western gunfight, but I don't know. I'm just not 100% thinking that would be actually happening.
I gotta mute you. I definitely think they are building up to Terminus being something terrible. And I'm reserving judgment a little bit, but I think that you're wrong and that they are exactly what they look like, and we're ready to see some fighting again. Like, we're actually going to get back into the stuff that makes Walking Dead great, which is lots and lots of killing. And these people were too nice and too perfect and said the same thing to both groups of people that showed up. I think they're awful, and they're gonna have their place taken away from them by our folks.
I sure hope you're right, because I definitely want to see some action.
Yeah, and you know what? The Walking Dead has really suffered from all of the changes in the showrunner, and I think that Alan Gimple is really sort of making up for previous seasons, like last season, that built up to a huge, sad trumpet noise.
Well, we're hopefully going to have the same guy doing 2 seasons in a row for the first time.
Yeah, no kidding. And I think that we spent this whole season building up characters in what some people call boring episodes. And to those people, I give them the mute card, because this season really needed that kind of thing to build up other characters besides Rick, because Farmer Rick is boring.
I know, and where's Beth? They built Beth up, and then we don't find out where she is.
Exactly. And then Daryl's just like, oh, she's just gone.
Yeah, she's gone.
Really, Daryl? You're not going to explain that at all? You're not going to elaborate so maybe that people can help find her? Boo. All right, well, Carson P., it looks like you and I actually agreed a lot more than we should have, and I had to mute you. So, anyway.
I'm too nice.
You're very sweet. Well, I'm looking forward to doing this again. So, everybody that's watching, who do you think won? Who do you think had better points? Make sure that you leave all of your comments and weigh in. If you disagree with us, make sure that you tell us down below on this video page. Make sure that you guys tune back into Wikia, because we are going to have a Game of Thrones related fan versus critic episode. It's going to be awesome, and hopefully a dragon will show up. I'm just saying. Thanks a lot, Carson P.
Thank you.